have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
Mike, 58, right there. There we go. 58 to Mike, 58.
To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Check 26, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
58's the mic. 66. Pull it hard. Crunch.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
61. Matchbox, light. Alert 3. One. Double up. He's coming.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give Henry another shot. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? And they're going to come away empty.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Go. Play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now, throwing again. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Bird. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Buffalo.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 38, Jackson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
The Titans take over first down. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the safety crease.
Now Mariota. Open man right side is cut, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
One. Think the 8's the money. Nice 7, let's go.
On third down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Love. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play? And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Mariota. Ball going deep here for Taylor. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Third and long here for Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on fourth down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Bills take over first down. Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 8-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
One.
Now Mariota. Try to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check three, check three.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. One.
Mariota now. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 58 is a Mike. Go. One. Here I come. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get this one.
Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 24 is the mic. Now.
Again, Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Rip left.
Here's Jackson. Escapes the sack. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go. Feed me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 55. Check 55 to Mike. I got one.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
One. 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota, and he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. to keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Ready?
Jackson to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jackson. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mike, 5-5.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll make it third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Mariota on 4th down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run it here. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check safety, check safety. He's checking.
Now Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run again with Love on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Check.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. He's going to let it fly. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?